So today we're looking at some more Marvel Crisis Protocol, and we're still discussing a little bit more about scale. So what I'm going to do is set something up on the table, and we'll just have a look at a few things to work out what would be valid scale responses. So as we can see here, the Daily Bugle newsstand, as yet unpainted, is a size 3. So starting with that, let's get moving. Okay, hello. So here we come to the first major hurdle when it comes to size. Here is the Daily Bugle size 3 terrain piece, the dumpster size 2 terrain piece, and here we have some other terrain pieces that do not conform but should conform to the same size, scale, etc. Spider-Man and Captain America are both able to make it up to here. With Spider-Man's wall crawling ability, he uses his long move, and Captain America is relegated to the short move. Markers being here, in the process of also being painted. We'll get some shots of that in a minute. With the standard terrain pieces, it all looks fine. Cars, they're size 2, and if a model is the same size or less, they can move over and around as free as they wish. However, once you get to taller pieces, that's when it starts to get funky. So working out the scale is important. For many people have some existing terrain pieces, whether they're using 40k, foreground, or something completely different, TTS, Plastcraft, etc. So how do we do this? Dr. Octopus, waiting for some action at the top here. And our heroes are down here at the base. If this is size 3, what would this be? One floor being size 3. Could this very well be a size 5 building? Or a size 4 building? And what would be the 2-story? Would that be the 4 or 5? And this be 6? If it's 6, it means Spider-Man can't climb up and is forced to not go any further. If we treat this as size 5, Captain America can go up with a short template, Spider-Man uses a long one. This isn't by any means criticism of the game or anything along the way, it's just this is what we have to work with. If this is a size 4 building, this is size 3, 4, or maybe 5, and that being 4, Perhaps 5 could even be a 3-story building as well. But then you're still stuck with using the small template for other characters. So working out what sort of scale we're doing here is very, very important. I would potentially suggest that all buildings be considered as 4 until once you've got 3 stories, then perhaps you can work out what's 5 and 6 after that. Or 3 stories starting at 5 and 2 being 4. The idea is that you want to still have models that can engage, so that if Captain America is down here, perhaps he would have to move to a size 2 object first, and then, because he only has a size 3 difference, he can move up. Perhaps that's how it needs to be done. But it's one of those things. But of course, when you've just got the rules stating that everyone is just treated as size 5, then it doesn't matter whether you're using the short or the long. The same problem exists. If there was either change for wall crawler to ignore the size, that would work to a point. Or any size but always uses the small. It's an interesting conundrum, and one that we have to work out as we're moving along with this game. The idea is that we want to be able to use some of the non-standard terrain pieces, as this is a size 3. It makes very much sense for Captain America to be able to make his way to there, and SpiderMan to be able to do a run over across the whole length to the other side. So I'd like to hear what other people have been planning on doing with their existing terrain and how they're handling some of these finer points. The pieces definitely fit within scale, and there is nothing wrong with using these models and using the terrain pieces provided by these companies, but making them conform to the rule set. That's the key. 3 stories, size 4, size 5, 2 stories, size 3 or size 4, and so on. Still haven't managed to sort out a game yet, and waiting for us to get some decent primer to make sure that I can do justice to the quality of these models. It's very much very careful on the way that they're fine models, and they need to be treated with a lot of respect. Looking forward to jumping into it. But if I'm using some existing terrain pieces, I would like to know how I'm going to handle that. Has anyone else out there had a chance to use their existing terrain? Okay. Well, thanks for watching. It's a very odd sort of video, I realise, but it's not trying to make a criticism of the game or speak negatively about it. It's a system that works. It's just we need to try and make the system apply itself. Alright, well, thank you very much. Okay.